Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Very happy and excited to be back today. Guys, I had a fantastic question. So this question was from Mario. It's a great question. I really think it's going to benefit a lot of you. So this question Mario had after he watched one of my Cuban link videos discussing Cuban link chains. And that question was, I'm starting to think that the 9mm 14 karat 24-inch chain I just ordered is going to look small on my 6-foot 235-pound frame. Would you suggest instead of that upgrading to a 12 or 13mm, or should I save up and get another 9mm 14 karat at a 22-inch length? All right, so this is a fantastic question, guys. In case you guys don't know, I'm 5'6", and right now I'm about 150 pounds, okay? So I am super small. So on this Miami Cuban link video that Mario saw, you're looking at a much smaller person. He is a giant compared to me, and good for him, because I would kill to be that size. Question is, should I be upgrading? Should I be getting a fatter Miami Cuban link chain because he has a bigger frame, or should he just keep the 9mm that he has already and stack on another 9mm on top of that? So fantastic question. Let's get into that now. All right, guys. So we can tell from Mario's comment that he likes to stagger his chains, maybe about 2 inches apart each chain, right? So what we're going to be focusing on today is basically the width situation. Now, Mario's big. He's 6 foot tall, 235 pounds. I'm 5'6", and I'm only 150 pounds, okay? Now, what should you do? Well, that's really up to you. Currently, like he said, he bought a 9mm. The length doesn't matter. He bought a 9mm, and he doesn't know if he should be stacking another 9mm on top of that, or if maybe he should just simply abandon the whole 9mm idea and go to a 12 to 13. The first thing I want to focus on is stacking another 9mm on top of a 9mm. Now keep in mind, Mario, you said you weren't sure if you should go to a 12 to 13. Well, if you save up your money and you stack another 9mm on top of your 9mm already, you are now going to have 18mm. Now, I know a lot of people don't think of it like that. That's the way I personally think of it, because if you take a look at my neck right now, I have 20mm on my neck. 20mm. Because they're stacked on top of each other. If that's how you're going to be wearing your chains, you are going to have close to 20mm on your neck. This is 20mm on me. Okay, I don't have 2 9s to show you, so I'm showing you 2 10s. But if you subtract 2mm, you are going to have 18mm. That would be the 2 9s that you were talking about, right? Now I'm going to show you from a distance what that's going to look like. And then I'm going to talk to you a little bit more about the second part of your question. Should you upgrade to a 13 or something along those lines? Again, I'm 5'6", and I weigh 150 pounds, okay? This is 20mm on me, all right? Take a look. Take a good look. This is 20mm. Mario, is this too much for you? Because if you buy another 9mm, you're going to have just about this size around your neck. Just a little smaller than what you have right here. So check that out. Do you want that? That is not only heavy as far as weight goes, but that is that's a huge stack right there. 9 and a 9, that's almost a 10 and a 10, okay? So keep that in mind. That's what I wanted to show you. In my recommendation, like I gave you on YouTube, I would probably not do the 9 and the 9. I personally like to keep it a little less flashy. All right? And now if you were gonna rock this stack, I would highly recommend that you rocked it inside your shirt, but that's just me, simply because it's less flashy and it still makes a huge statement, all right? So let's get into the second part of this question. So like I mentioned on YouTube to Mario, if you're gonna spend the money on a 9mm already, and you are that size, I would highly recommend just going with a 10. Off the bat, I wouldn't go any lower than a 10 if you want a solitaire chain, right? If you want a fat chain and you want to kind of match your size, I wouldn't go less than a 10. 10, honestly, I think I could even pull off a 10. And again, I'm 5'6", and I'm only 150 pounds, okay? So I personally wouldn't go less than a 10. Now, should you go 12? That's up to you. That's completely up to you. It's up to your style. But I want to show you guys something. Here I have an 8mm and a 4mm chain on, 2 chains, okay? I'm 2 chaining these 2. I want you guys to show you guys something. The 8 and the 4 equal to 12, okay? Take a look at this. This is 12 millimeters, okay? 12 millimeters. Now, is this good for your size? That's up to you. But the thing that I really wanted to show you is, by spending less money, you can actually pull off a much larger variety of looks. You can actually have your style fluctuate daily. And you can spend less money by buying smaller chains and stacking those chains up to the widths that you guys want. All right. Now, you don't have to do that. Some people want a solitaire chain, and that's fine. If you want a 12 millimeter Miami, again, Mario, I wouldn't go any lower than a 10. 9's fine. Nothing wrong with 9. But personally, for your size, I wouldn't go any lower than a 10. But for me, what I would recommend to you is probably doing something like this. Get an 8 millimeter and get maybe a 4 or a 5 millimeter. Now you can split these chains up. Not only are you spending less money when you buy them separately, right? But you can split them up and you can wear them in a variety of ways whenever you feel like it. So this is technically, if you add up the millimeters, 12 millimeters. Would you enjoy this? That's what I want you to see. I want you to really think about it, because you can save yourself a ton of money if you don't mind stacking your chains up. Now, I've done a couple of videos in the past telling you guys why I like to stack my chains, why I don't like to wear just one fat chain. Nothing wrong with a fat chain, but personally, I think you can get away with a lot more for less money with a stack like this, okay? So now, I don't have a 12 millimeter Miami Cuban link to show you right now, but I can show you that you already saw the 10s. You're only looking at 2 millimeters more, okay? If that's good for you, go for it. Absolutely. If you're looking at this camera and you see the 10 millimeter and you think, okay, the 10 millimeter looks like it might be even small on camera, well, chances are it looks probably even smaller in real life. And that's giving you a great real life perspective of the situation, all right? So I would say then, yes, go with a 12 if you want a solitaire chain. But I encourage you, check this out. This is not a bad look, guys. To me, it's not a bad look at all. I think that you guys could get away with a lot when it comes to a stack like this, okay? Now, let me show it to you in my shirt, because that's the way I personally like to rock these. In my shirt, check out the profile. All right, going back, going back, going back. All right. Coming back forward. So what are your thoughts, guys? What do you think? Should you go with a solitaire chain that is thicker? Or should you go with maybe 2 chains that equal up to the millimeters that you want? You're saving thousands. You're saving thousands, and you have a variety of looks. You can rock 1 chain if you feel like it when you wake up, if you want a little less attention that day. Depending on the event that you're going to, you have more variety. You're not stuck with just 1 fat chain. Either way, none of it's wrong at all. But it all comes down to your opinion. It all comes down to what you want for your wardrobe, okay? So I hope this video gave you a little bit of a perspective. I tried to explain a little bit of what I was saying in that comment when I responded to you. I hope this helped, and I hope this helps a lot of you guys to make a decision. And I'm much happier stacking smaller chains to the equivalent millimeter that I want, and you have so much more of a variety, and you're saving so much money, okay? So I really hope this helped. If it didn't help, let me know. I really am glad to hear from the comments that you guys leave on this channel that you guys appreciate it. I am so grateful to know that this channel is doing what it needs to do when it comes to helping you guys to make your jewelry purchase online. All right, guys, so be safe. Catch you all soon. Please feel free to like, subscribe, and share. Thank you for supporting the channel, and I'll catch you guys at the next video.